Hello guys and welcome to another drink review. This time it's of a drink called SportyFeel BCAA drink pear flavor. And I'm recording this on the 10th of August 2023, 21:32. There we go. Yeah, it has a nice pear flavor, pear smell. Yeah, I kind of woke up pretty recently, so I'm a bit like, oh god. And I must have slept in a bad position because my neck is fucked. Normally, it's my back, but that's pretty normal, obviously. I sit and lay on my back all the time, but I don't tend to get that much, like, in this part of the neck. Unless I sleep in a weird position. So I'm just gonna pour the entire drink and hope it tastes good. It smells nice. Pear drinks, I tend to really like them. But I don't like eating pears themselves. But in drink form, I like it. It's kind of like the opposite from apple. I don't tend to like drinking apple, but I tend to like eating. Yeah, it's good. And I think the reason it's good because they're trying to go for just basic pear flavored, and I think it works. Because often the type of pear drinks I don't like when they do them in energy drink form, they try to do like a special pear something. It has like something and then pear, like extreme pear, blah 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 blah. And they always tend to be shit. While when they try and make it just basic pear flavored drink, it tastes kind of like a pear cider, like an alcohol-free pear cider. I don't know, like if you live in Sweden, like if you go to the grocery store, probably the pear cider you can find there. They are like in the 1.5 to 2 liter plastic bottles. That's what this tastes like. Even though, to be fair, those pear drinks tend to be mixed with apple. I think they tend to be majority pear, but like maybe like 30% apple. So, but that's what this tastes like. So yeah, that's the drink review. Oh man, I'm not feeling very well. Well, yeah, like I'm on day 10 of hair growth, and this is how it looks. Oh. And I'm surprised by how fast things are growing. Well, maybe not my head and my beard, because I know I've been bitching about that the head grows a bit too fast, especially when I try to keep when I want to keep it like bold and all that. Not possible. But my eyebrows, yeah, I'm surprised. I did a hobby update, so there's no reason to show off those guys. I mean, the only thing I've done since the hobby update is that I've shaded the bases, and I actually brush painted gray on these two, even though I said I was going to use Airbrush. God, I haven't really had the opportunity to use my Airbrush. Because the problem with trying to use an Airbrush, for me that is the fact that I need to be like, okay, if I have like an hour or two of energy and I want to use all that energy on just painting, go for the Airbrush. Because that one, painting is super fast. What I'm able to do with these two guys, these were like maybe like, let's say 15 minutes of work just painting gray. Probably could have done it in like a minute on the Airbrush. It's like 15 times faster. But the cleaning, so like, oh god, that's about airbrushing. I like airbrushing. I don't like setting it up or cleaning it. I mean, that's the thing. And the only thing I really use airbrush for are to prime or to just do an overall base coat over things. I've never really done like fine details and stuff like that. Doesn't really interest me that much. You know, it would be a good skill to learn, but fuck me, like I don't have the energy to do that as well, because I normally only have like 10, maybe 15 minutes a day, or the days I decide I want to do it, where I actually do paint and stuff. So setting up for the airbrush would probably take 5 to 10 minutes. Then, well, if I paint them, I'm not gonna have energy to clean them, and then the airbrush is destroyed. So, yeah, maybe I should get one of. Then that's the thing about airbrush. Then you can get like one of these supersonic cleaners, whatever they're called, where you put something in like water or something in that, and then it uses vibrations to clean stuff. But yeah, also I did I think it was a week ago now. Yeah, Thursday last week. I actually didn't check on my heart. I'm waiting for that CT scan. I'm gonna do a CT scan of my heart. But did all the other places, well, not all the other, I did some places here, on my thighs, my stomach, to see if I had calcification of certain places, and they saw nothing. Because like I said, when I'm not on adrenaline anymore, and adrenaline really helped me actually. I think it was a really good thing, except for I was getting heart problems. So the doctor said, maybe it could be because like something to look up. So I really want to go back on adrenaline, but I need to try and figure out why am I getting these heart problems, you know. And also the fact that my LDL is high. It's still within acceptable ranges of high. It's like on the line of like too high. And my HDL is on the line of too low. So they're still within like okay. But they're exactly on the line. Like if it was like 0.1 more or less, it would be too high or too low. And because I'm still inside the line, they really don't want to do anything to check and see that. So that's something you have to do privately. Which is like, fuck, we have to do it. Our family, we don't have the best hearts. And yeah, like I think on both families tend to have pretty good of everything else, but the hearts are shit on both of our families. And then the fact that my dad had, he had like a disease. Well, I don't know if it was a disease or something, but he had to take something to stop growing. I think they were giving him like some type of drug so that he wouldn't grow anymore when he was like 17 or something. And something with his heart as well, don't remember. I did not get that, thankfully. But maybe I got whatever heart problems is on that side. Or maybe the heart problems is on my mother's side. I mean, everyone there has had heart problems, like heart attacks. So it's kind of something kind of like, have to just check and see how things are. And yeah, and how much did that end up costing? Well, overall, it's gonna be around 9,000 to 10,000 Swedish kroner that we're gonna spend. Which I think is around $900 to $1,000 for the Americans. And that's for, you know, meeting a doctor, this first testing of like, they did like an ultrasound thing on everything, and the CT scan, and then going over the CT test and all that. Getting the CT thing is kind of like what we wanted, because it's what the doctor that I go to for my ME wanted to see. He can't prescribe me to get it and going through the normal healthcare system because I'm too young, and my testing when it comes to that, when it comes to blood work and all that, is within acceptable ranges, so they don't want to do it. So you have to go do it privately, even though the things that we would have problems with wouldn't show up on tests. Because it's the same thing when my mom got her heart attack. She was feeling like weird, and she did all the blood testing and all the like things with the ultra scan. What's that called? Basically, I think what they do when they check to see if you have a baby, or to check on your baby. Ultrasound. There we go. It was fine, and then she got a heart attack. And the same with my mother's brother. The blood test and the ultrasound and all that shit was fine. So they didn't want to do like the other things because, well, everything is okay. Yeah, sure, it's on the bad side of okay, but it's within the parameters. Then he got a heart attack as well. On my dad's side, they didn't even bother going to the hospitals to check when they were feeling bad or whatever. Like they were in Greece. Bumfuck nowhere, you know, like we're not testing, we're doing anything. Like we believe in like witches. But we're not religious, but we believe in witches. And go to witch doctors, like fuck me. Yeah, that is a story I want to talk about, but not now. Because it gets me so fucking angry. Thank you for watching and goodbye.